Imagine planting something once, just once, and it keeps producing food for 10, 20, even 30 years. No replanting every spring, no seed trays, no starting over. Just vines quietly climbing your fence or trellis, producing food season after season, like a living pantry growing in your yard. Most gardeners never realize how many perennial food vines actually exist. Some grow leafy greens, others produce beans, fruit, or even underground tubers. A few of them have been feeding people for centuries, yet today many of them are almost completely forgotten. In this video, we're going to explore 8 incredible edible vines that can transform fences, pergolas, and walls into long-term food sources. And at the end, I'll also share 3 bonus plants that very few gardeners know about, including one that literally grows potatoes hanging in midair. But before we jump in, if you enjoy discovering plants that produce real food with less work over time, you'll probably enjoy what we do here on Verdant Harvest. Feel free to subscribe if that sounds like your kind of gardening. Alright, let's start with a plant most people have never even heard of, yet it might be one of the smartest vines you could grow. The first plant is something unusual. Number 8. Groundnut Vine, or Apios americana, produces strings of edible tubers beneath the soil, almost like a chain of small potatoes connected together. For Native American communities, this plant was an essential food source for generations. Some historians even believe it helped sustain early European settlers during their first harsh winters in North America. These tubers are incredibly nutritious, containing about 3 times the protein of regular potatoes. Their flavor is often described as a combination of potato and roasted sweet potato with a nutty finish. They can be boiled, roasted, mashed, or added to stews. The vine itself is also attractive, producing clusters of reddish-brown flowers that resemble small wisteria blooms and release a pleasant fragrance. Groundnut grows well in zones 3 to 9, tolerates partial shade, and prefers moist soil. The only thing it asks for is patience. The tubers usually take 2 to 3 years to reach their full size, but after that, the harvest becomes larger each season. Next, we move to a vine that surprises gardeners in a completely different way, because when it blooms, the air smells like dessert. Number 7. Chocolate Vine, known botanically as Acacia quinata, produces clusters of purple flowers that release a gentle scent many gardeners compare to chocolate. But its appeal goes beyond fragrance. Later in the season, the plant forms unusual elongated pods that split open when ripe. Inside is a soft, translucent pulp with a mild sweetness reminiscent of melon with a hint of coconut. Although the fruit isn't usually produced in huge quantities, it's considered a unique garden treat. Even the young shoots are edible and are commonly cooked as spring vegetables in Japan. Chocolate Vine grows in zones 4 to 9 and can climb 30 feet or more, making it perfect for arbors or pergolas. In some regions, it grows vigorously, so occasional pruning keeps it manageable. Now let's move to a vine that thrives when most leafy greens fail. Number 6. Malabar spinach, Bacella alba, behaves differently from traditional spinach. Instead of bolting in hot weather, it actually loves high temperatures. In tropical and subtropical regions, it grows as a perennial vine, while cooler climates often grow it as an annual. During peak summer heat, when normal spinach has long disappeared, Malabar spinach produces thick, glossy leaves continuously. These leaves are nutritious, containing vitamins A and C, along with iron and calcium. They have a slightly mucilaginous texture similar to okra, which makes them especially useful in soups and stews where they help create a rich consistency. Young leaves can also be eaten fresh. The vine grows quickly, often reaching 6 to 10 feet in a single season, and produces striking purple stems and berries that can even be used as a natural dye. Next is one of the most visually striking edible vines you can grow. Number 5. Hyacinth bean, Lablab purpureus, produces bright purple flowers followed by glossy purple pods that look almost ornamental enough for a flower garden. In fact, it has been admired for centuries. Even Thomas Jefferson grew it at Monticello. The young pods, leaves, and flowers are edible, while mature beans can also be eaten once properly cooked. Like many dry beans, they need to be boiled and the water changed to remove natural compounds before consumption. In warm climates, it behaves as a perennial, while in cooler regions, it grows as a vigorous annual that often reseeds itself. It also fixes nitrogen in the soil, meaning it naturally improves garden fertility while it grows. But the next vine might be one of the most beloved among gardeners, both for beauty and productivity. Number 4. Scarlet runner beans, Phaseolus coccineus, are famous for their brilliant red flowers that attract hummingbirds. What many gardeners don't realize is that in mild climates, these plants behave as perennials. Their tuberous roots can survive winter underground and regrow each spring, especially in zones 7 and above. The young pods can be harvested as green beans with a rich flavor, while mature pods produce large speckled beans, perfect for soups and stews. These beans have been cultivated for over 2,000 years, originating in the mountainous regions of Central America. Next comes one of the most productive climbing vegetables in warm climates. Number 3. Chiyote, Sechium eduule, is part of the squash family and can produce astonishing harvests. A single vine can generate 50 to 100 fruits in one season, sometimes even more. The fruit resembles a wrinkled green pear and has a crisp, mild flavor similar to cucumber or zucchini. It can be eaten raw, stir-fried, baked, stuffed, or pickled. But Chiyote offers more than just fruit. The tender shoots and leaves are commonly eaten as leafy greens in tropical cuisines, and the plant also forms an edible starchy root underground. That means one vine can provide 3 separate foods: fruit, greens, and root vegetables. It thrives in zones 8-11, and starting one is surprisingly simple. Many gardeners just let a store-bought Chiyote sprout on the counter, then plant the entire fruit. Within months, the vine can cover a trellis and begin producing. Now we shift to a tropical favorite known for its unforgettable flavor. Number 2. Passion fruit vine, Passiflora edulis, produces some of the most intricate flowers in the plant world. Their complex purple and white structures look almost alien. From these blooms develop round fruits filled with bright orange pulp that delivers an intensely aromatic sweet tart flavor. Passion fruit can be eaten fresh or used in smoothies, desserts, jams, sauces, and drinks. The vine thrives in zones 9-11 and can start producing fruit in as little as 1 year after planting. A healthy plant may continue producing for 5 to 7 years or longer. For best flavor, the fruits should be harvested only after they fall naturally from the vine or become deeply wrinkled. And finally, we arrive at a fruit that surprises many gardeners who assume it only grows in distant climates. Number 1. Hardy kiwi, Actinidia arguta, proves that kiwi vines aren't limited to tropical regions. Unlike the large fuzzy kiwis in grocery stores, these fruits are small and smooth-skinned, about the size of grapes, and can be eaten whole without peeling. Their flavor is incredibly sweet and intense, often richer than standard kiwi. The plants are also impressively cold-tolerant, growing in zones 3-9. Once established, a single vine can live 50 years or more and produce up to 100 pounds of fruit annually. Most varieties require both male and female plants for pollination, typically 1 male for every 6 to 8 females. However, the variety Issai is self-fertile, making it an easier starting option for beginners. Now, as promised, here are 3 lesser-known bonus plants. First is sea kale, Cram maritima, a coastal perennial once highly prized in Victorian gardens. When its shoots are blanched early in the season, they can be harvested like asparagus and have a delicate flavor somewhere between cabbage and asparagus. It thrives in sandy soil, windy environments, and salty coastal conditions that would defeat most vegetables. Second is Madeira vine, Anradera cordifolia. Often grown as an ornamental climber, it also produces edible leaves that can be cooked like spinach. Along the stems, the plant forms aerial tubers that can be replanted to grow new vines. Because it spreads aggressively in warm climates, it's best grown where it can be managed carefully. And finally, the most surprising plant on the list, the air potato yam, Dioscorea bulbifera. Instead of growing tubers underground, this vine produces potato-like bulbils directly along its stems, literally hanging in the air. These can be harvested without digging. In parts of Asia and Africa, cultivated edible varieties have been used as staple foods for generations. However, it's crucial to grow only known edible cultivars, because some wild varieties are toxic. But when grown correctly, it's one of the most unusual food plants you'll ever see. Plant once and harvest for years. These perennial vines can keep producing food season after season. Which one would you grow first? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe to Verdant Harvest for more plants that make your garden more productive.